If you've ever sat in that nightmare SeaTac traffic, you know the struggle is real. And you know what? Seattle just hit a record number of passengers and the airport is officially maxed out. So today, I'm showing you the newest SeaTac developments that are coming. I'm breaking down the billions in upgrades finishing this year. Plus, I'll reveal why a second terminal coming in 2032 is a total game changer for your next flight. Now, the projects wrapping up right now are the ones you're actually going to notice on your next trip through SeaTac. The biggest one just finished in January, and it's called the Seattle Gateway Project. This was a massive overhaul of the north end of the terminal where Alaska Airlines operates. The project cost $546 million and replaced a 40-year-old ticketing area with something that finally feels like 2026, not 1986. Walk in now and you'll see 62 new self-service check-in kiosks. You've got Alaska's first big automated bag drop system with iPad stations. Plus, there's a new security checkpoint with 6 lanes that move way faster than the old setup. Now, you might be wondering why Alaska gets all the spotlight. Well, Alaska Air Group controls over 50% of the passenger market at SeaTac. That means any win for their hub has a huge impact on how the entire airport works. Since more than half of the people flying through here are on Alaska, making their process smoother helps everyone. It's a win for all of us, right? So here's the thing about SeaTac. It's totally running out of room. The airport sits on about 2,500 acres. Sounds big, but it's only about 1/3 of the size of the airports in Denver or Dallas. When you can't build out, you've got to build up. And that's exactly what happened with Concourse C. Now keep this in mind for when we talk about the baggage system in a minute. These space issues are why the port had to get so creative with its infrastructure. So back to the Concourse C expansion. The total cost was nearly $400 million. They added 4 floors on top of the old building, taking it from 81,000 square feet all the way to more than 200,000 square feet. Construction finishes up this spring. When it's done, you'll have 13 new spots to eat and shop. You've got local favorites like Stumptown Coffee mixed in with bigger chains. There's even a central spot called The Tree at Sea with a stage for live music. And check this out. Above that is a lookout at sea, which is an observation deck where you can see the Olympic Mountains while you wait for your gate. Super cool. So Concourse C is also the first project at SeaTac powered partly by solar panels on the roof. It handles about 15% of the building's power needs. Plus, all the kitchens are fossil fuel free. It's a big push for the environment that doesn't take away from your experience as a traveler. Meanwhile, the roads are finally getting sorted out. If you've driven to SeaTac lately, you know the expressway can be a total mess during busy times. The new roadway improvements project adds 2 new southbound lanes. This lets you pick your lane for departures, arrivals, or the garage way earlier. You won't be stuck in one long line trying to guess where to go at the last second. That project finishes this June. They even added a dedicated lane just for the parking garage, and they moved the rental car shuttle loading area to free up more space for the rest of us. Now, one more thing, Sound Transit is adding a second elevator to the bridge at the light rail station. Construction started in January 2025 and runs through 2026. It's a small fix, but it makes a huge difference for getting to the terminal, especially if the other elevator is broken. So these immediate wins fix the headaches you deal with every time you fly. I'm talking about check-in, security, and the roads. And they're also setting the stage for the much bigger projects coming through 2033. But a quick note before we dive deeper. If you're watching this because you're thinking about moving to Seattle, I'm your guy. I work with people relocating here every day. I can give you that real insider info on neighborhoods, commutes, and what it's actually like living near the airport. My contact info is right there in the description below. All right, now let's get back to the good stuff. So those projects finishing in 2026 are just the beginning of a much bigger change. The port is spending about $5 billion on a program called Upgrade C. This airport is now more than 80 years old and was never built to handle 50 million passengers a year. More than 120 different upgrades are happening all at the same time while planes are still taking off. The main terminal is getting an $800 million refresh through 2033. They're redoing the floors, the signs, and even the bathrooms. Think of it as a huge update for the areas you walk through every day. Includes better signs so you don't get lost, nicer lounges to relax in when the terminal is packed. The S Concourse and Concourse A are also getting an evolution. Since Delta has about 24% of the flights here, this is a huge win for those passengers. It helps spread everyone out so the airport doesn't feel so crowded for the rest of us. Now, if you've ever circled the parking garage for 20 minutes, you're going to love this. The port is putting in a new automated parking system to help guide you to open spots. It shows you exactly where to go so you don't waste time hunting for parking. It's going to make getting into the terminal way less stressful. But wait until you see what the second terminal does to the whole layout. It's a total game changer for getting around SeaTac. I'll tell you more about that in just a second. So behind the scenes, there is a massive overhaul of the baggage system. Right now, SeaTac has 6 different networks that don't really talk to each other. The port is pulling them together into one big system that can handle 66 million bags a year. Phase 3 just started in late 2025, will cost about $430 million. So by 2029, your bags will move through the airport way faster with fewer delays. The S Concourse, formerly called the South Satellite, is getting a major upgrade. The project includes seismic improvements, full system renewals, and expected to cost between 1.9 and 2.2 billion through the mid-2030s. This is the kind of work that doesn't grab headlines, but it's what keeps the lights on during a power failure. All of this builds on the work they already did at the N Concourse for Alaska Airlines. They took it from 12 gates to 20 gates and added a new, beautiful lounge. SeaTac's basically playing a giant game of catch-up to keep up with everyone moving here. These upgrades are all about making the current airport work better, but there's a separate, much larger vision that's going to change everything by 2032. So everything we've talked about so far is just about fixing what we already have. This next part is the big one. It's about doubling how many people this airport can handle. That's a massive plan called the Sustainable Airport Master Plan, or SAMP. It has 31 different projects the FAA gave the green light to in late 2025. The port wants these built or started by 2032. The star of the show is a second terminal. Now, this new terminal is going to be built to the south of the old Doug Fox parking lot site. It will have 19 more gates, its own check-in area, its own baggage claim. It's designed to take the pressure off the main terminal, so SeaTac can handle about 56 million people a year by 2032. To connect the two terminals, the port is building an automated people mover. Think of it like a train in the sky with 3 stations, one at the rental car center, one at the new terminal, and one at the main terminal. This is huge because it keeps people off the roads and makes moving around way easier, right? So they're also fixing the airfield. SeaTac had over 430,000 flights in 2024. That number is going up. So they're making the taxiways longer and safer to handle all those planes. Even the cargo area is getting an upgrade. They're building new spots for freight and even a new fire station. Plus, they're adding 10 million gallons to the fuel farm to support cleaner fuel. It's all part of the plan to be greener while the airport grows. But here's the catch. Even though the FAA said the plan is fine, 3 local cities are fighting it in court. Burien, Des Moines, and SeaTac are worried about noise and air quality. The port is still moving forward in early 2026, but those legal battles could slow things down or change the plan entirely. All these upgrades are going to make your life a lot easier when you're actually at the airport. Let me break down what that looks like in real life. What does this actually mean for you when you're standing at your gate or sitting in that airport traffic? Well, for the next few years, you're going to see a much bigger north terminal for everyone flying Alaska, better security lines, fresh concourses, way nicer bathrooms. They're even making the signs in the parking garage and on the roads way clearer so you don't get lost. Back in 2024, most people got through security in 20 to 30 minutes. These upgrades should keep those wait times low even as more people move to Seattle. Looking further out into the 2030s, things get really interesting. If the plan stays on track, SeaTac will basically have a second terminal. You'll have that automated people mover connecting everything. It's going to be a completely different layout that changes how you use the airport every single trip. Now, I've got a pro tip for you while we're talking about crowds. If you want to skip the long lines at SeaTac, go to checkpoint 1. It's the newest checkpoint and it's on the total opposite side of the terminal from the Alaska area. Most people have no idea it's there. Even if you don't have pre-check or clear, you can usually get through in minutes. It feels like the VIP lane, but you don't have to pay for it. That is a huge win. What you're getting is a totally new system built to handle 56 million people before the headaches even start. This kind of planning doesn't happen often, but it puts Seattle in a great spot to handle the growth most other cities would struggle with. And this transformation at SeaTac is about way more than just numbers. It's about building something that actually lasts while our city keeps growing. Now, if you're thinking about a move to the Seattle area, I'm here for you. Just send me an email at hello@mwagnerteam.com. I'll walk you through exactly what I'm seeing with my clients who are moving here right now. I've also linked my video about how Seattle's racing to get ready for the 2026 World Cup. It's a perfect look at what else is changing in our city. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next video.